Good morning. Good morning, Kate. How are you? I'm still getting a bit ready. I'm a bit slow today. I've got a few things that I'm working on, and I wanted to show you a couple of new things that have just been made available to us in Australia. So I'm getting back into the swing of what I'm actually meant to be doing too. Here we go. We have the mini catalogue, and I'm just going to do that so you've got picture in picture. We've got the mini catalogue, and everything is available to order now in the catalogue, including the paper that was MIA for a bit. Sorry. There I am. So it's the New Horizons paper that is now available to purchase, which is very exciting, and I will show you some of the papers in here. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it in person. I received the order yesterday, I think yesterday, and so I'm still unpacking things, but the paper is right here. So it's a 6x6 pack, as you can see, 6x6 rather than 12x12, and it's $20 for the pack, and you get 48 sheets. So you're getting 12 double-sided designs in the box, in the pack. So I'll just run through some of them with you. I'll leave that just there so you can see. So that's the first one. Hang on, let me get in the right spot so then you can see it properly. And hopefully the light's okay. And I'm going to do a card with this paper, I think. And what you can see is a lot of the designs are very landscape oriented. It would have been some of the designers within Stampin' Up that it would have actually painted these originally. And so they make really simple, quick cards, because you can just stamp part of the background and you have a beautiful card straight away. So it's really cool. That's still the same. And this one. So it's just, you've got some really neutral colours and everything, but then you've got some other patterns as well, some sort of landscapey type of ones. So there's many colours in this pack. So they just keep going like this. They just keep going. So pretty. You see a bit of a storm in this one. You want these? Yes, I can understand you might want these ones, Kate. They are really pretty. It's nice to see them in person. Like we saw them. So look at that one. I mean, that is a scene straight away, isn't it? You just do a couple of little bits and pieces here and there, and you've got a card. But yeah, it's just so pretty. You can see them like a mountain range here. So pretty. And you can order these on my store, stampinwithsharon.com.au, and click shop now. So you can shop online and get it delivered to your door, especially if you're trying to avoid any shops like I am at the moment. Oh, this is pretty. Look at those colours. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. And these are the final ones. You sort of see a bit of a star, like stargazing, I think, almost in that one, I feel like. Bit of stargazing. So that's the paper. That's the New Horizons paper. Really, really pretty. So I was looking at making a card. I'm not quite sure if I will. I'll see how I go, because we've got at 11:30. Oh, give it a whirl. Yeah, that might work. Give it a whirl, dies. I'll leave that one out. In the yeah, this morning at 11:30, I've actually got another class which is showing the oh, what's it called? I know what it's called. I just can't bring it to mind. Celebrate Today magnet board. That's what we're doing. The Celebrate Today magnet board. That's at 11:30. So if you have a look on under events in my Facebook page, you can see the event that's today at 11:30. It's free to watch. There's no obligation. You can just watch, no problem. But I do have a special if you shop with me up until a certain time. So I think till Wednesday next week. So yeah, I do have a buying special if you would like to purchase through me. And you've also celebration, so every $90 that you spend, you can get something for free as well, all the stamp sets. And I'll show you the last 4 things came in this week as well. So these are the stamp sets that you can earn during celebration. So these ones haven't been available to earn until this past week. So you've got Catching Butterflies, which is a really cute set. There's a few videos around online using that one. And this is, yeah, you can purchase, if you spend $90, you can choose this one for free. So that's a really cute stamp set. It's red rubber. And then you've got the Driving By, which again, I know a few people were hanging out for this one because of the beetle and the V-dubs. They're really cute. I've seen some beautiful cards made with that as well. Again, red rubber, so you know it's good quality. Good quality stamps, always with Stampin' Up anyway. Island Vibes, that's another one. So it's more of a, I don't think it's a distinctive stamp, but you can see a lot more definition in the stamps. And again, that's red rubber as well. So yeah, so that's a really cute stamp set too. So they're the 3 stamp sets that have now arrived. So everything in the Celebration catalogue can be redeemed, earned now. So you can actually choose what you'd like from that catalogue. The paper, this is the Daffodil Afternoon paper. So this was the last thing that actually became available. And that was, I don't know, whether it was Friday last week or something, or, yeah, I can't remember. My days have sort of run into each other. School holidays run into each other at the moment. I'll be thankful once the girls are back at school on Tuesday, Wednesday next week, and I can sort of get back into a routine again. So these are the papers. So this is the first, like I haven't actually looked at this paper in the Celebration catalogue. There's lots of flowers going on there. Lots of colours. Oh, this paper you can make into 6 cards really quickly and easily. All you do is chop, chop, chop. Yeah, 6 cards really quick. So if you need some quick thank you cards or birthday cards or Mother's Day cards or what have you, a really quick pattern to chop up and use. Lots of greens in this one. Lots of greens. So I don't think my daughter closed the front door properly. She went out the front door and I think she's left it open slightly. Some beautiful daffodils. So I think I'm just going to go and close that front door, sorry. Just... Oh no, she was sneaking in, that's what it was. She was sneaking in the front door. Trying to be sneaky. You can see a bit of my bit over that side. That's okay. Blocks out the mess that's behind me. It's not as messy as last week though. Last week we had clotheslines and everything. So really cute patterns, these ones. So it's very neutral. So they're quite nice. I like them. And yeah, some patterns I really love. Others I'm sort of going, I need to use them somehow. Just not my cup of tea. So yes, you can earn that one for free as well. So that paper, again, $90 spend, and you can choose that as your free gift. So it's gift with purchase, a bit like they do with the makeup places and stuff like that. They do gift with purchase. So yeah. So what I wanted to show you today is this one, the flowering Rainboots. Flowering Rainboots today, and I did get a few things organised to use. So I'll yeah. So that's pretty cool. It's a really cute set. So I'm going to copy the catalogue on this one. Oops. There we go. I'm going to case the catalogue on this one. I'm actually going to try and do this one, but I'm not going to do it. I think they've actually used watercolour on this one. I just thought, I don't want to do watercolour. I'll just use my blending brushes. So I'll just get a few things organised. I didn't do any, like I only got the items out to use rather than actually chopping and what have you, so please excuse me, I'm going to chop while I'm chatting to you. So I got rid of all my comments again. There we go. So I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna copy this one. So I'll be doing a bit of die cutting as well. So I'll show you the stamp set. Here's that one. And this one's photopolymer. And then they've got matching dies, which I haven't even opened it yet. Look, it's not even opened. You can buy this as a bundle. It's $87.25 for the bundle, so you're saving 10%. Whenever dies, oh hey Julie, how you going? Whenever you're buying, whenever stamps and dies come out in a catalogue, you can actually purchase them as a bundle. Once that catalogue finishes, then they go back to the original price. You can't buy them as a bundle. So if you really love them, buy them as a bundle, save the 10% while you can, because once they go into the next catalogue or they just disappear completely, you can't get them as a bundle, so you can't save. So it is a great deal, 10% off, especially now. If you spend $87.25, add on pack of dimensionals, and you've got over your $90, so you can add something for free. How awesome is that? Kind of me. So the stamp set itself is $41. And the dies are 56. So, yeah. So that's the Rainboots, and the dies. These are the dies. So you've got the Rainboots, you've got the grass, and I'm going to be using the grass, all the leaves of the plants, and the little buds as well, so I'm going to use those ones. And I don't have the other die, but because I need one for this one. But what I might do, I'm going to pull out the die set from the New Horizons set, and I'll use that, oops, chop that down and create a bit of a tag. So I'll use that one. Okay, so let's get myself organised a bit so you can see me get creative. Well, not really. I'm just copying. It's a great way to it's a great way to get the creative juices flowing. If you copy the catalogue, it gives you some inspiration, and so then you go, oh yeah, I can. You sort of start creating other projects. You start getting the ideas going, and so then you start creating more projects. Many messages dies. Yeah, possibly it could have been them. I'm not sure. It could just be the punch. Could just be the label punch, which I do have. So it could actually be that one. The lovely labels pick a punch, I think. You can see that one, hopefully. Yeah, so I don't think it's not that one. I believe it's that one. That's what it is. So maybe I can use it. I might use that. Maybe I won't use that die after all. I'll use the punch. There you go. Really changing my mind of what I'm doing. And I want to cut a piece of white. And in the picture, it's probably about 1 centimetre off all the way around. So I'm going to cut it at 9.5 centimetres by just under 14, so what is it, 13.85 centimetres. And then I can use, I'll use that bit as my scrap stuff, so. So I'm just getting text messages through for my husband's business. You know. Alright, so I'm going to get balmy blue and I'm going to get out the Sahara sand. So on the image, just move that one over. It looks like watercolour, but I'm just going to use the sponge, the blending brush to do the colouring instead, and then I'll do some stamping on with the gum boots and the leaves and everything. So I just didn't want to get all the watercolour stuff out at the moment, so let's just do it this way. Change it up. It's always good to change things up from what's around. I won't get as much of the background as much as the other one is, but that's okay. And some Sahara sand. Whoa! I'm going to just start again. Maybe I was pushing a bit too hard. I'm still probably pushing a bit too hard, you know. I was trying to save my grid paper. Looks like I'll need to replace it again. Try balmy blue again. I shouldn't worry too much because I know the gum boots are going to cover up a fair bit of the background anyway. Let's see. That's not too bad. Alright, let's leave it at that. And so what we're going to do is set that one aside, and set this aside. And I need to get out, I'm going to get out some Granny Apple Green and Daffodil Delight. Excuse me. So the seed packet die is the same size shape as the mini messages scalloped. Oh, okay. The seed packet die that was in this. Ah. So that one. Is that the one you mean? So that's the seed packet and that's the die for it. I'm surprised they have a die for that, to be honest. Is it not easy just to cut around it? I don't know. I don't know. Ah, well. I'll just get rid of that one. I'll just get rid of my face for a bit. Alright, so I'm going to stamp the greenery. I'm going to stamp the gum boots. Yeah, okay. So it's the same. Oh, is it slightly smaller than the rectangle, the scalloped rectangle? Do you think? Okay, yeah, it might be slightly smaller or slightly bigger, in which case you could layer them. That would be cool. Alright, so the next one is the these ones. I'm actually just going to use makes a pretend postage stamp too. Ah, awesome. Well, that's a really good tip. Thanks, Kate. I'll have to look them out. I haven't got my catalogues in front of me, so I can't pull the other one out as well. And my dies are all the way over at my craft desk. And this definitely isn't my craft desk. So I'm just going to colour in the buds. Oh, they're the wrong way around. Don't you know? I did it the wrong way around. Let's try that again, shall we? I know the gumboots are a bit darker than in the catalogue. I think they must have used saffron, but I'm using Daffodil Delight because I can. This is a great way. The markers are a really good purchase. So if you don't have, if you'd love every colour but you can't quite get the stamp pads for financial reasons or anything, the markers are a really good option because you can get 10 colours for, oh, there's 20, oh, I can't remember, maybe a bit under $50 or something, I think. And you can also colour in your stamps like this, but you want to huff on it so that you can get the ink wet again. Maybe I had a bit too much ink on them. Let's try that again with a bit lighter, and maybe I won't huff on it as much. I'll try again. No, I think I'll still go with those ones. That's all right. Yes, the markers are a lot more portable than your stamp pads too. That's very true, Kate. Okay, I'm going to die cut these. So let me get out my machine. I'll just move a few things out of the way. Here's my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. $52.50 for the colour families of markers. Thank you. Yes, so yeah, so $52.50 for a pack of 10 markers, and then you've got every colour of a colour collection, which is really good. You know that the colours are all going to coordinate well. And then you have all the colours, and you can build up your stash of stamp pads as the weeks and months roll on. But a good way to get all the colours quickly are markers. And you know what? That's exactly what I did when I first was introduced to Stampin' Up! Back in 2007. August 2007 I was introduced to Stampin' Up! The first thing I actually purchased was a black stamp pad and a stamp set and a pack of markers. That was my first order. I think I got the Brights collection at the time. And they're actually in colour families of 12, I think, from memory. So that was my first purchase from Stampin' Up! All those many years ago. And I was thinking about this the other day, and posted something on our team page yesterday about it, basically going, yeah, my why. I think my why is, yeah, I loved the products when I first saw Stampin' Up! Fell in love with them straight away because everything coordinated, like everything coordinated, which was unbelievable in my view, because everything I'd used up until that point, it was just stuff from various places, and things just didn't coordinate well from company to company. So it was really lovely to see so many things that coordinated so well together. I think I have to put them underneath. Everything coordinated so well together, and yeah, it was just awesome to go, yay, everything suits everything. So I'm just looking at their card, and it almost looks like they have chopped off a bit of here so that then you can fit the flowers on top. So just bear with me while I find my scissors again. There you go, there they are. So I feel like they've actually chopped that bit off, so you don't see the other side, so it does look like it's coming out of the boots. Don't know how they do that back bit though. Maybe they didn't, maybe they just didn't ink up the top bit. Here we go, let's see. Alright, let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, I think that's a bit better. I might do a trim a bit more so you don't see as much white. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hopefully that's not too blurry. You can see that. I think that's pretty cool. So I think I'll pop them up on dimensionals. What was I saying? Yeah, everything, like, yeah, when I first was introduced to Stampin' Up, like, I've been making cards since I was about 18 years old, so number of years, what, 30 odd years now. I don't like to say that too loudly. It's probably a bit longer than that, actually, to be honest. I think I was making cards when I was a bit younger than that again. I just wasn't doing stamping. I was using mostly punches. So very basic cards at the time. And yeah, it's nice to have a look and go back and see all the other stuff I used to create. Young stuff. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, but it was so nice just to find a company that had everything coordinate so that it all looked beautiful together, and you didn't have to think. You could just yeah, know that everything worked. I'll do these after, I think. And yeah, so I fell in love with the company straight away. Asked the demonstrator yeah, what the deal was with joining, and it took me a little while to join, I must say. But then the price was a lot higher than what it is now. Now it's $169, and you get $235 worth of product within that for that bargain price. And during celebration, you get 2 stamp sets for free that you can choose as well. So I don't know. For me, it's a no-brainer. If I had the choice to do it again, I would have jumped at the opportunity. So quick. I would have just signed up then and there, I think. But it was like $324.50 or something, or $326.50, or yeah, it was a fairly high amount at the time. So it was a pretty big decision for me and my husband, and we had a baby, one baby at the time. So, but I wouldn't change it now at all, because the amazing women I've met along the way. Kate's one of them. She's in my team. Yeah, it's just been such a blessing. Julie's in my team too. Is Julie still here? It's yeah, it's been lovely. So I'm gonna do this one. So it's Rain or Shine, I'm Here For You. So I'm gonna do a quick chop off of this one. I won't do it too wide, and I'll use the punch. I'll use the punch to punch it. So because I haven't cut it, right between there, I'm just going to have to guess and hope that I've got the right spacing. Hopefully it's straight. It's not straight. Don't be ridiculous, Sharon. I'm just going to cut a smidge off this. Obviously it was just a tiny bit too wide. Let's try about there. You know what? I'm gonna give up and do that bit here. Oh, if only I could do these things straight away and have it right the first time. But then I wouldn't be me, would I? I definitely wouldn't be me if I got it right the first time. Alright, there we go. That's a bit better. And so then I'm going to stamp it, and then I'm going to trim it off. So I'm going to use cinnamon cider on this one. And then I'm going to chop it there, and I can always chop it down. So, you know, they always talk about measure once, measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once, not the other way around. Because I can always chop off a tiny bit more if I want, which I think I do want. And there goes our business phone. Hopefully my daughter grabs it. Okay. Hey Amanda, how are you? Good to see you virtually. All right, I'm going to stick that one down. Where's my seal? There it is. And oop. And I'll stick that one there too. Did I put my dimensionals away? I did. I put them away again. You're catching me live, Amanda. Awesome. Alright, so I'm at that point. Then on the card, it's actually got the little pebbles enamel shapes. These are really, really cute. So I've done some shares for my team. Shares are basically a sample of all the products that you can get within all the embellishments you can get in the catalogue. So I'll put myself back up. Yeah, and so I've cut off a few and done some shares. And so these are the ones I get to play with until I run out, and then I can buy some more. So these are really, really cute. I'll show you. In the back of the catalogue, have you seen, in the back of the catalogue, it actually has all the embellishments and all the papers all in like a fabulous photographic index, which I love. I love it. So the enamel shapes, page 43, they're $13. Let's go back to 43. Right here. Yeah, so they're adhesive backed. Cinnamon cider, dark grey and light grey are the colours. And yeah, they just obviously look like pebbles. That's why the name, Pebbles. I'm waiting for the Bam Bam ones now. Sorry, Fred Flintstone, the Flintstones joke. Sorry, bad humour. So I'm gonna just add in. See, Julie got it. I'm gonna add in some pebbles onto my card. I'm just gonna go back to the card again. And so they've actually used a few around there, but I think there's also, yeah, actually they've used quite a few. They have used quite a few. So let's just see how I go. It's probably not the card you want to just make for someone that's not going to appreciate cards, because I don't know, it's $13 for the embellishments, and yeah, it's, you get quite a lot of embellishments, but I think it would, yeah, you want to make sure someone is going to appreciate this card with the work that you're putting into it. So it is a cute card. Yeah, they're really sticky. Maybe my sticky isn't working on my... Ooh. I think I'm going to leave it with that, just one row. I've just done one row all the way up. So it's that one, and then I haven't done the inside, so let's do the inside of the card. So I'm just going to trim this down. What size is it? Oh, that's 14. Yeah, I could get away with that. Let's try that. Let's see how that looks. That's a bit shorter. That's okay. So what can we put on the inside? We might just do some more flowers, you know. But I might do just pink ones. Where did I put my... There you go. Yeah. my chamois, my Simply chamois. I think I might just do some pink flowers if I can find my stamp pad. I did have a different pink. I'm just going to have to use the marker, aren't I? Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, so Granny Apple Green. Oh, I don't want to stamp on that. I want to stamp on this. Well, that's crooked. Let's move you down a bit. Here we go. Then you won't notice if I'm crooked or not. Tricks of the trade. Did I clean that? Oh, Sharon. And let's see how that goes. Pretty. And I want to grab, I've got so many things floating around. I grabbed a block, but I don't think that block's going to be big enough. Maybe it will be. Oh, it will be. There we go. Yay! And then I'll grab my blue again, my balmy blue. I'm just going to stand up for this one, you know, because it's just a bit easier. And hope that I got it straight. Our friendship is naturally beautiful. Don't you just love it that there's two sides to the cardstock, so you make a bit of a misstamp. And you can restamp it. You know, you can actually, I think you can make that as a card anyway, just like that. Pretty. I'm going to make another card, and I think I'm going to use that. Okay. Hopefully a really, really quick card. And I'm just going to use basic white, just the standard basic white. I think this will be it today. So I'm going to get my Granny Apple Green again. Yep, clean and simple, Kate. Absolutely. I do need to find my other pink. I think it'll be better. There we go. This one is polished pink. So I'm just going to switch out my Melon Mambo. Squeaky. That could be problematic. That one's going to be problematic, isn't it? Really quickly. I want it to sort of look like it's a bit behind. So really quick mask. Just use a post-it note. stamp the image on there. I'm only doing a small amount because I obviously don't need a lot. Let's try that. Oh, I need it on the other side too. Haha. Really quick. Sorry, people. Is that right? Did I stamp the right bit? I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. I may not have quite stamped enough. I'll make it work. That's that bit there, that one. That's not really, there's no post on that bit. That's okay. Where am I? About there. There. Take those bits off. Much better. How's that? Thanks, Amanda. So, my 2 cards. There you go. Oh. And this card obviously was inspired by that. I like those colours together. They're really, really pretty. So that was Polished Pink, Granny Apple Green, and Balmy Blue. So I've always liked green and pink together. I don't know why, but I always have. Oh, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. It's been delightful. Thanks for popping in, lovelies. It's I've got, as I said earlier, I have my Celebrate Today magnet board kit, and you know what? Look. I have it. Here it is, right here. Do you want to have a quick sneak peek? I won't open it, but I'll show you. Look. And there's like a magnet board, and there's instructions and paper. And if you want to see any more, you're going to have to pop on at 11:30. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you like those cards. I do. I'm quite happy with them now. On on my Uplines team page, the fabulous Morel, she's got a challenge which is case the catalogue, which is basically copy or get inspired from the catalogue. And I think that actually works. I'll post that one. So yay! I'll enter into that one, that challenge. And I'm very excited about that one. Quite happy. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. As always, I'll just pop this up. Hang on. Get back to my thingy. I can do that. Look, there's a QR code. You can shop with me. stampinwithsharon.com.au, and you've got a QR code, and hopefully the QR code even works so that you can yeah, you can shop with me online. And as always, I love to send thank you cards to my customers, and if there's anything that I can do for you, let me know. If you've got any questions about any of the products I've used, let me know. I'm happy to answer questions for you, and I look forward to hopefully you'll all pop on at my next class that I've got, the Celebrate Today. Otherwise, I will see you all next week, same time, 10 o'clock Friday morning, and the kids will be at school. Yay! I'm looking forward to that. just not looking forward to the lunches and the early mornings again. So, all right, thanks for joining me. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.